The Great Minnesota Get-Together turned out to be the greatest Minnesota Get-Together.
Yes, the final numbers are in, and the fair drew more than 1.8 million people in 12 days. That is 34,000 more than the old record. In a year, they started charging an extra $1 for admission. Esme Murphy joins us now with what the fair does with the money that it actually takes in.
Well, Amelia and Frank, it's kind of interesting. The fair won't have the precise profit picture for a few weeks, but with surging attendance and with ticket prices that went up $1 this year, the likelihood of a surplus is high. The state fair isn't always a moneymaker. Last year, record heat led to lower turnout, and despite taking in $42 million, there was an operating loss of $1.6 million.
By state law, we're defined as a quasi-state agency, so we get no aid at all, no financial aid at all from any government entity.
Any profit after expenses at the fair gets plowed back into upgrades at the 320-acre complex. The big addition this year, the $17 million West End, with its upscale eateries, shops, and nearby transit mall. The West End and great weather are getting a lot of credit for increased attendance. But increased attendance doesn't always mean a bigger profit.
The more people eat, the more sanitation costs there are, the more people that are here, the more public safety is required.
The final revenue picture won't be in for another 6 weeks. What do you think the fair wants to do if they do really well financially this year? Well, it doesn't have a lot of wow factor. They're hoping they can have $1.5 million to renovate the restrooms at the Kidway. Updating restrooms has been an ongoing multi-million-dollar effort for several years. Other likely upgrades won't be visible.
We do some major electrical upgrade or storm sewers or anything underground. All you see is some new pavement.
Now, in addition to the new attractions like the West End and great weather, other boosts to attendance at the fair were freebies, including more free concerts and shows, and also a revamped series of horse shows that included more breeds and a lot more competitions.
Yeah, that West End is great, I'm telling you.
Very cool. Loved it.
Visited there a couple of times. Now, we know that when you enter, they take your ticket, they tear it. How do they actually count the number of people who come in? By the tickets, or?
Well, what they do, they have some scanners at a couple of entrances, but they told me they actually weigh the ticket stubs. They insist that that is an accurate gauge of how many tickets they have sold. Eventually they get the dollars, but they actually weigh
them.
They weigh all those tickets.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Esme.